Welcome back to Reds Fusion LFC, your number one source for all things Liverpool. We've got a massive transfer update today. Federico Chiesa could be heading to Anfield in a surprise move. Alexander Isak drops a shock demand amid Liverpool links. Bayern Munich prepare a €70 million bid for Luis Diaz, and a rising 20-year-old Red is close to a new contract and loan deal after Arne Slot blocked his January exit. You do not want to miss this. Let's dive into the latest transfer chaos rocking Anfield. Liverpool may have to make unusual Federico Chiesa transfer move as $58 million transfer edges closer. Federico Chiesa could leave Liverpool this summer after a season in which he made just one Premier League start, and even that came after the title had been wrapped up. Atlanta is reportedly ready to pay Liverpool $14 million to sign Federico Chiesa, which is the same amount of money that the Reds paid Juventus to land the winger a year ago. Chiesa's move to Liverpool has not gone to plan, with the winger starting just one Premier League game and one Champions League game throughout the entirety of last season. Speculation surrounding the Italian's future at Liverpool has increased over the last couple of days after he was omitted from the Liverpool squad that traveled to Asia for a two-game pre-season tour of China. Just hours prior to Liverpool's flight to Hong Kong, the Italy international scored in the Reds' 5-0 behind-closed-doors victory over Stoke City at the AXA training centre. The suggestion from Liverpool is that Chiesa is currently nursing a slight fitness problem, but that has done nothing to quell talk about his future at the club. That Chiesa could sign a 3-year contract with Atlanta, but the report interestingly claims that Liverpool is open to paying 50% of his wages at the Italian club in a bid to get a deal over the line. Chiesa appeals to Atlanta because of his vast Serie A experience, and the club is in the market for a new winger to replace Ademola Lookman, who looks set to join Inter Milan for $58 million. Meanwhile, another Italian report states that Liverpool and Roma are in talks over a possible deal for Chiesa to join the Stadio Olimpico club on loan. Speaking in an interview with Italian media in June, Chiesa revealed that a decision would soon be taken over his future. The year is over. But it's an experience I would do again, Chiesa said. Soon I will sit down at the table with the club, Failai Ramadani, his agent, and my family to find the best solution. I wouldn't mind staying in Liverpool at all. In the first few months there was no shortage of difficulties. If you think that I arrived in Liverpool on August 26 and found myself catapulted to another planet. With other teammates, without having trained with them, but with a coach, 0 friendlies, nothing. And, if you remember, in the autumn Liverpool were 3 times as good as the others, a crazy intensity. Alexander Isak makes stunning demand to Newcastle amid transfer interest from Liverpool and Al Hilal. Newcastle striker Alexander Isak is reportedly demanding a huge pay rise to stay at the club amid interest from Liverpool and Al Hilal. What happened? Isak has attracted interest this summer after a brilliant season with Newcastle where he scored 27 goals in all competitions for Eddie Howe's side and helped the Magpies end their long wait for a trophy by winning the Carabao Cup. Liverpool and Al Hilal are both keen on the Sweden international and are believed to be ready to splash out heavily to land the 25-year-old striker. The bigger picture. Newcastle are eager to keep hold of their star man but have now been told he wants a huge pay rise to stay at the club. According to TalkSport, Isak is demanding an eye-watering £300,000 a week to sign a new contract at St James Park, which would smash the club's current pay structure. The striker's current contract at Newcastle runs until 2028. Tell me more. Newcastle manager Eddie Howe has said he's hopeful of keeping hold of Isak but did also concede that he had sent the striker home from Newcastle's friendly with Celtic due to the ongoing speculation about his future. Isak's agent has also offered a cryptic update on the current situation, telling Saudi newspaper Ariadiyah that currently they are studying and analyzing all options, and we may be close to finalizing the next step for the player. What next for Isak? Newcastle's next friendly is against Arsenal in Singapore on Sunday. All eyes will be on the Newcastle team to see if Isak makes his first appearance of pre-season for the Magpies. Liverpool prepare for Diaz talks as Bayern line up €70 million offer. Liverpool's transfer window is set for another significant development, with Bayern Munich preparing a fresh approach for Luis Diaz. The Bundesliga champions are expected to return with an improved €70 million bid, having already seen one offer rejected by the Reds. The Colombia international is understood to be open to the move, and while Liverpool turned down the initial offer of €67.5 million, the German club's latest effort is likely to come much closer to the Reds' internal valuation. Diaz pushing for move amid Bayern interest. Bayern have identified Diaz as a priority signing, and their determination has not gone unnoticed. According to ESPN, the winger is pushing for the move and could even consider submitting a transfer request if it helps smooth negotiations. Such a move may also involve waiving any loyalty bonuses, indicating his desire to link up with the Bavarian club. Liverpool have held firm in their valuation of the forward and are reportedly seeking around €80 million. While Bayern's new offer does not yet meet that figure, it is believed to be close enough to spark formal negotiations between the clubs. Liverpool's strategy shaped by summer overhaul. It has already been a remarkable summer at Anfield. The arrivals of Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, and the imminent signing of Hugo Ekitike mark a clear change in direction under Arne Slot. The club has also sanctioned several exits, including Trent Alexander-Arnold's move to Real Madrid and Kevin Kelleher's switch to Brentford. Jarell Quansah's transfer to Bayer Leverkusen surprised many, although Liverpool have retained a buyback clause. With such significant turnover, it is unsurprising that further changes are on the horizon. New offer expected to trigger formal discussions. With Bayern's revised proposal expected, in the coming days, as per ESPN, it now seems likely that talks will progress. The potential sale of Diaz would provide additional funds and squad space as Liverpool look to refine their attacking options, especially with links to Rodrigo Goes continuing to surface. While no agreement has yet been reached, this situation is now developing quickly. This one has been coming for a while. The signs are all there. Luis Diaz has stayed professional, but it's become increasingly clear that he sees Bayern as the next step. And while €70 million might not be the full figure Liverpool want, it's close enough that most fans will understand if the club decide to take it. Diaz has been a brilliant addition since arriving from Porto. His energy, directness and quality in tight areas helped transform Liverpool's forward line during a transitional period. But with Florian Wirtz already through the door and links to other attacking names heating up, the timing may be right. Liverpool 20-year-old close to new contract and loan move after Arne Slot blocked January transfer. Liverpool talent James McConnell is reportedly on the verge of signing a new deal with the Reds, who will then send him out on loan for the 2025-26 season. The 20-year-old has been in and around the Liverpool first team for the past couple of seasons, although he was not called up to Arne Slot's 29-man squad for their pre-season tour of Asia. However, it is understood that McConnell's absence is due to a training injury rather than any on-field concerns, and the midfielder is expected to be fully operational again in around a week's time. After making his Liverpool debut under Jurgen Klopp in the Germans' final season, McConnell played 4 times for Arne Slot last season, including in the Champions League against PSV Eindhoven. The England under-20 international did not play a single minute of Premier League football in 2024-25, but nevertheless, Slot has supposedly been left impressed by what he has seen. McConnell, close to new Liverpool contract and summer loan move. According to the Daily Mail, McConnell will soon sign a long-term contract extension at Anfield, and the 2004-born linchpin will then be loaned out, either at home or abroad, for the upcoming campaign. Recently relegated Ipswich Town are supposedly in the mix to sign McConnell, as are West Bromwich Albion and Derby County, who have both negotiated deals with Liverpool for defender Nat Phillips over the past year. McConnell is also understood to have attracted glances from unnamed Bundesliga clubs, and some teams have requested an option to make the deal permanent at the end of his loan spell. However, Liverpool are not prepared to let the 20-year-old leave for good, as Slot is a big fan of McConnell, whom he blocked from leaving the club at the end of the January transfer window. The midfielder has spent the last 6 years at Anfield following his move from Sunderland in 2019, and he played 33 minutes of Liverpool's EFL Cup final win over Chelsea in February 2024. Liverpool contract situations assessed ahead of new McConnell deal. McConnell's new deal will see him become the second midfield academy talent to pen fresh terms this summer, as Trey Nyoni committed his future to the Premier League champions at the end of June. Liverpool are also believed to be close to tying down highly rated defender Welody Lucky, but they may not be so lucky with fellow centre-back Ibrahima Konate, who is now in the last 12 months of his terms. An agreement between the two parties is still some way off, and there have been whispers that Konate has given preference to Real Madrid, who are holding out hope of a free transfer in 2026. Ben Doak, Tyler Morton, Reece Williams and Andy Robertson can leave for nothing next year too, while Calvin Ramsey, Stefan Bajcetic, Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott have entered the last 2 years of their deals.